Hey guys, welcome back to Release the Craftin. Priscilla here for day 4 of hashtag Moths and the Scratic, the scrap busting ephemera making challenge that we are doing for the month of January. If you don't know what's going on, there's a link in the description box with the video, the playlist, everything, whole explanations, everything there. Pick up your prompt list, join in, get rid of some of these scraps for the new year. And what are we doing today? The prompt is Tattered. And I'm going to try to make another dent in that pile of lace that I was talking about in another video by making some lacy moss. It's really simple. It's really straightforward. I don't actually have that much to say about it because it's that simple and straightforward. But what I'm doing is taking some scrap bits of paper, these little tiny skinny strips that we always get left with and we don't know what to do with. Do this. Make a moth. That's what we're doing. So I'm just making a very simple moth body. As a person who has fussy cut a ton of moths, I am now an expert on the shape of a moth body. Now, do I make a believable looking moth body here? No. As the expert, I can tell you, no. Is it bodying though? Yes, it is definitely bodying. And just to give them a little bit of extra life, because they're just plain black pieces of paper, I decided to hit them with that gold and silver embossing powder to give them a nice little vintagey vibe, a little old metal vibe. And yeah, that is going to be the most technical we get today, because everything after this point, it doesn't matter. We're talking abstract shapes and stuff, baby. We're just going to have some fun, use up some lace, and like I said, I have a ton of this coffee-dyed lace, so I am happy to get rid of it. I do think that these would be fun on clips, though, so I might go back and add them to, like, some clips, maybe a paper clip, or one of those, like, what do you call them? Those, like, clipboard-type clips, I think would be fun. But I'm just cutting out random squares and rectangles from this lace, which is deliciously coffee dyed. I actually really love how this one came out. It took to the coffee very well. So we're just gonna cut some chunks out and then see what we got cooking up here. And we're gonna fold and arrange in various ways and then smash it inside the little body. Because the little body's going to hold the base of our wings here. So I'm going to use some Fabri-Tac, and a car's going to drive by while I'm talking. Sorry, it's a nice day in Texas again in the winter, so I do have the window open. But yeah, I'm just going to smash a couple bits of lace in there, and boom, moth. That's it. No, I'm kidding. There is one more step. It's not a requirement. This was just the extra step I added. After making a big old mess, I realized that I needed to sort of smoosh them in a little bit to get more crinkly bits. So I just used my tweezers to sort of smash it into the glue a little bit better so that they all stick in there pretty well. And then I'm just going to play with the shapes of how I'm folding the lace in here. So it doesn't all have to be all crinkly folded all on top of each other. You can get different types of like moth shapes by folding differently. So here I decided to fold it in like big triangles. Now we got one of those, I don't know, more elegant moth shapes whose wings are just a little bit flappier than the rest, but still really pretty. I actually really love this one. This is probably my favorite one. What else did I do? Oh, I think I just turned the wings a different direction on this one, just to get like some different shapes and styles. Oh, Moths. You just gotta play with like how you're folding the wings in there. And then, I did realize I cut some pieces too big, but otherwise, like, it's fine. And yeah, we just sandwich it in there together, give it a good press to make sure it takes hold, and then boom, we got a moth. I did think about going back and using like a little piece of wire or something to add in antennas, but I didn't care that much to go back and do it. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want to go get my wire out for this, but you could, if you wanted to. You could add a little like antenna piece in there through the paper before you do it. But then I was like, oh, it has to be tattered, and these are tattered, but they're not tattery enough. So I went back with my lighter because I find every opportunity an excuse to play with fire, and so that's what I'm doing here. Is I am gently warming the edges of this lace to give it a more tattered effect. It's also giving that nice little burnt edge, so it's bringing the edges to life a little bit, which I really like that effect. It does add a little bit of color and variation, so we're seeing the different like edges take shape. You just want to be careful not to set your whole piece on fire. You know, blow it out, and if you can't blow it out, tamp it out, and if you can't tamp it out, go get your fire extinguisher, babe. Like, what are you doing? How come you burnt it that much? I don't understand. But be like really careful, and also do it in a ventilated area, because a lot of these laces are made with plastic now, and you don't want to breathe that in. Those are my advices. That's how I made my moths more tattered and ratted, and then I went back and started burning holes into the lace because I wanted them to look tattered. And yeah, I got these little tatter moths. That's what I'm calling them now. They're tatter moths. And I love them. I think they're great. And I do think they need a clip. Now that I'm looking at them on the table like this, from this point of view, they need a little clip or something to go onto so they can stick on pages. But otherwise, they're great. They're amazing, and I love them. I hope you guys enjoyed. Catch me tomorrow for the next edition of Moths and the Scratic. And until next time, guys, I appreciate your faces. Happy crafting, and goodbye!